Me an ex-hoe. What's up, mommy?
Hello.
To miss me a lot, came to laugh and learn how she live her best life. Became the change in the world she wanna see. Practicing Buddha, she don't even see her enemy. Her ex-hoe zodiac sign is Gemini. She highly volatile and calm at the same time. The world for what it really is, through the eyes of the twins. Me an ex-hoe zodiac sign is Gemini. She highly volatile and calm at the same time. Highly volatile and calm at the same time. She highly volatile and calm at the same time. Highly volatile and calm at the same time. Highly volatile and calm at the same time. Highly volatile and calm at the same time.
Hey guys, have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Well, when I made this decision to start my podcast, I did a lot of research and I wanted to figure out the best, most efficient way to do that, especially because I obviously wanted to monetize it and wanted to get as much information as I could to do so, as well as the easiest way possible. The answer to every one of my questions I found very easily with Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And the best thing about it is it's absolutely free and super, super, super easy to use. Now, you know, if I have to do too many clicks, I'm not going to do it. I can log into my account. I have the app on my phone. I can even invite others to record a podcast with me using the app right from my phone. It sends them an invitation to their app on their phone. It's so easy. I can't even stress how easy it is. So if you're interested in more information and wanting to start your own podcast, go to anchor.fm/start. That's ANCHOR.FM/START and get started today. Happy podcasting.
Good morning. It is July 6th, and I don't know why I've recently started dating all of my podcast episodes. I guess, I don't know, 2020's been a real interesting year, so I guess I really want to chronicle it. But anyway, I hope you all had a great holiday weekend. If you celebrated the holiday, I personally did not. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But I wanted to talk to you today because I started something, a picture blog, if you will, on my website. And I just kind of wanted to go over and discuss with you some summertime poolside essentials, right? Living in Arizona, it's like the only thing you really can do in the summertime is go in the pool. And I'm always looking for, ways to change it up, switch it up, whatever, just because, especially right now, especially because the state of Arizona is currently masked up, meaning that you have to have masks everywhere you go, and the rate of COVID cases is increasing daily. You don't really want to, hang out or anything like that. Not that there's too many places that you can hang out at. So you look for a pool, you do an Airbnb or even a hotel room or something like that where you can go and just lay by the pool. And for the most part, as long as you're in the water, you don't have to have a mask on. So pretty much you're going to stay in the pool the whole time, right? So I started posting on my IG a couple of months ago when I first started getting in the pool, just different pictures and things like that. And people started noticing, different things in my pictures. And would hit me up and be like, why do you have this? Because I didn't have like your normal stuff, I guess. And so I decided that, first of all, because travel is so limited right now, and people are still so far apart and haven't been able to see each other, I think it's important to catalog or blog all of these things. So I started first with what my summer looks like during a pandemic, because technically we're still in one, even though people don't want to admit to it or whatever. We're having to wear a mask to go out in public. You're in a pandemic. So you can definitely, on my blog, if you scroll down to see where it says events and adventures, you could definitely see all of the pictures. I'm updating it pretty regularly, because all I'm really doing is spending time by the pool and buying different pool fashions. So you'll definitely be able to see all of the things that I found. And if you know me, you know that I'm very, very frugal. So most of my suits don't cost more than $20. I do like to have matching towels, so you'll see lots of different towels, kind of like in the artwork for the cover of this podcast. But I just wanted to share a couple of things with you because I have found them helpful. And then it's funny because once I tell somebody, explain to somebody what I'm doing here or whatever, they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So the first thing I want to say is you can never have, alarm's going off, y'all. You can never have too much sunscreen. And even as a black person, you need sunscreen because, yes, we do want to get that melanin and that vitamin D and whatnot, but you don't want to get too much. And you don't know how strong, most people don't know how strong sun rays are until it's too late. So always, 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 always use sunscreen. Black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever. It's just what you do. Secondly, I like to have an insulated bag. And if you can't really picture what I mean, think about a lunch bag or something like that. Something that you use to take your lunch in. It's insulated, you put the little ice pack in there to keep things cool, etc. I do that because here in Arizona, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside all the time, even in the sun, even in the shade, excuse me. And it's funny to me because I can always tell when somebody's not from here because they're like, well, what about, in the shade? It has to get cooler in the shade. And I'm sorry to tell you, my friends, it does not get that cooler in the shade. So I'm saying all of that to say this. Our phones are like mini computers, especially now. And if you've purchased a phone recently, you know that that was a serious like $1,000 purchase that you just made right there. And it can't withstand Arizona heat, even in the shade. You don't want your phone out. And what really sucks is you can keep it in your purse, which is technically covered, but it's still hot outside. So when I'm going to be outside for long periods of time by the pool, I always like to have an insulated bag with me. And that way I can keep an ice pack in there, and then I keep my phone in there, a lighter, or, anything that I feel like should not be out in the heat. And then put an ice pack in there, and it just keeps that whole little area cooler, especially if you are also like me and you like to take snacks. Who wants to eat hot cookies or a hot granola bar or whatever, right? So it's just, something that is a precaution that you can take, and it will allow you to, not have to worry about your stuff overheating. Because if your phone overheats, I don't care what kind of phone you have, that's a bad day for everybody, because that means that it's not working. And we all live with our phones, so it sucks to have to go without, even if it's for a day. So a little tip on that. I went to my local Walmart, and no, this is not a paid ad. I just, found something really cool, and it's a pool bag with an insulated bottom attached to it. So picture, if you will, the top is the black mesh material, right? That's perfect for the pool, that can't get ruined by chlorine or anything like that. And the bottom part, the length of the purse, is an insulated bag, and it's big enough to hold a whole lunch. I'm trying to tell you, because I put water in there, I put juice in there, I put a little ice pack in there, I put my phone in there, I put chargers in there, I put all kinds of stuff in there that I don't want to be affected by the heat or the elements. And it's great. It's my favorite find. I found it at Walmart. I went to one Walmart and they only had black. I went to another Walmart, they had black and pink. Another one had black, pink, yellow, chartreuse, and some printed options. So I guess whatever, depending on what Walmart you want to go to, depends on, what your options are. I will say this, they are only about $12 after tax. So if you're like me and you spend a lot of time by the pool, you probably will get more than one. Anyways, another thing that I like to bring when I'm going to be out by the pool is water. And I know that that's a weird concept for a lot of people, because you are thinking, well, kind of like, well, duh, but you'd be surprised at how many people don't bring water to the pool. It's not like you can drink the chlorinated water out of the pool. And it's not like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be able to absorb water while you're swimming type situation. So make sure you take a bottle of water with you. I like taking the insulated water bottles, because then your water stays cold longer. And I always put some ice cubes. I got a cute little tray from IKEA that creates tubes instead of cubes, Tubes, excuse me. And it fits perfectly into my water bottle. I think it was like 97 cents. Perfect, right? And one other thing that I like to have is a little citronella situation. When I'm hanging by the pool, because there's grass by my pool, there are quite a bit of bugs. And so I always like to keep a citronella candle with me, which is why I always have lighters with me. And I like to have 2 of everything just so I don't run out. I have 2 chapsticks, 2 lighters. I just like that because I don't like to run out of stuff. And both chapsticks and lighters need to be in an insulated bag. Are you seeing a pattern here, folks? Yeah, I thought you might. Anyways, like I said, I just wanted to share a couple of things, with my people, and make sure that, you guys are staying safe and being good to one another. Last but not least, a hat. And I know that if you're going to be in the pool and you're going to be swimming and you're going to be under the water and all of that fun stuff, that you don't think that you really need a hat. But you do. I wear a hat pretty much if the sun is out the entire time, because that hat just is kind of like a barrier between you and that direct sunlight on the top of your head. Now, if you have the option to be under a covered pool, that's dope. My pool is not covered. I wear a hat. I wear a hat when I go out in other pools, like to the hotels and the things like that. Anytime I might be in the sun, your girl is wearing a hat. Well, I hope that my quick little episode was helpful. Like I said, please visit my website, miahillary.com. And if you click on the blog link and you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Pandemic Summer. That's what I'm naming my picture and video blog of what I'm doing this summer. I'm sharing it with you in hopes that I can get your feedback and what you're doing this summer during this pandemic. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon. What's up, y'all? This your girl, Mia. So here's my quick little promo about my business, because we all know that if we don't get to pay the bills, being homeless is not a good look. So yeah, I plan events. I love doing it, been doing it forever. And you can visit my website at miahillary.com for details. That's miahillery.com. Visit my website. You can also subscribe to my podcasts, YouTube channel, and blog there. Schedule a free consultation and get a lot of fun information about who I am and, get to know me a little bit. All right. Visit my website, miahillary.com. Thanks, guys. Hello, my loves. This is your girl, Mia, for Miss Mia Live. I just wanted to, obviously, as always, say thank you for your continued support on every crazy adventure that I continue to take you on. And trust me, I'm just getting started. I also wanted to take the time to introduce my new partnership with Poshmark. If you aren't familiar, Poshmark is a really cool app, and I believe they even have a website now that you can buy and sell clothing, men's, women's, I think even kids. And it's clothing, jewelry, accessories, purses, shoes, anything and everything that you can think of. And usually in an extremely, extremely discounted price, right? I'm talking like, I found a Louis Vuitton monogram bag on there that retailed, because y'all know I checked, that retailed for $2,500 and I found it for $650. Now, that's an amazing steal. And the great thing about Poshmark is they authenticate everything and make sure that what you purchase is what you purchase, right? And I'm really excited to be partnering with them. So if you already have the app installed on your phone or mobile device, you can search my name. It's Mia Hillary, MIAHILLERY. And look at my closet for all the cool things that I have on sale right now. As you know, usually the things that I have on sale from either Poshmark or my store are ones and twos of things. So you want to buy it as quickly as you see it, because you never know when it may be gone. Anyhow, thanks so much, guys, for your continued support. On Poshmark app or website, search my name, Mia Hillary, for my closet items, and happy shopping.